When the earthquake ravaged Haiti in 2010, hundreds of thousands of lives were lost. But for one Vancouver Island man, the horror of the tragedy struck close to home. Within hours of the quake, Luc Coates learned that his father had been killed in the disaster. And last month, the CFB Comox pilot visited Haiti for the first time. And CTV News was with Coates on that journey, one filled not only with grief, but with joy for the legacy his father has left behind.
More than 2 years after a devastating earthquake ravaged Port-au-Prince, chilling memories of the disaster are everywhere. Evidence of the violent and deadly tragedy abandoned, almost frozen in time, in crypts of rubble. And that is no more evident than the former headquarters of UN policing in Haiti. Once a bustling center, now a shrine to a life lost.
Everything was falling apart. The walls were cracking, lights were falling off of the ceiling, and we couldn't even walk.
And it is here that a Vancouver Island man has come, a pilgrimage to see the place where his father spent his final moments. Chief Superintendent Doug Coates is one of 2 RCMP officers killed when the earthquake hit. The other, Sergeant Mark Gallagher, buried in the debris that was once his home. And here, another child on a pilgrimage. Mark's daughter, Heather, visiting Haiti from Calgary for the first time since her father died. But for the grieving children, this trip is more about honoring their father's lives. They have come to Haiti to celebrate the opening of the orphanage rebuilt by a team from Langford, now dedicated to their fathers.
If my dad were here, guaranteed he would be very proud and he'd be right beside you, smiling and helping.
It's a place where the 2 men often spent their free time, helping to care for the children who live here. And standing over Heather's shoulder, another RCMP officer, Christine Briand, the woman who inspired the Langford team and for the past 2 years has been waiting for the project to be completed.
I'm overwhelmed. Just so happy for them. It's amazing.
And it's a project bigger than anyone involved could ever have imagined. And outside the walls of the orphanage, an unintended consequence. As in Canada, when you lay new roads and construct new buildings, development begins to spring up in the community, evident by the number of structures that are beginning to accumulate in the hills behind me. The children of the men who spent so much time here say this is a fitting legacy, and one they know their fathers would be proud of.
My father, one of the solutions to a country like Haiti is through education of young children.
Well, I really hope that it lets them know that they really are cared for. Everything that surrounds them was done out of love.
Doug Coates and Mark Gallagher, 2 Canadians who in life worked to help the people of Haiti and now whose memory will live on in this country for generations to come. Stephen Andrew, CTV News, Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
And Stephen continues our coverage tomorrow on CTV News. He'll show us how life has changed in the 2 years since the quake and how officials are working to house the more than 1 million people still homeless after the disaster.